back to the book. Ancient battle resembled drill. And when they say drill, you ever seen people marching? Yeah. Like on a parade ground? That's drill.
Yeah.
Okay. Ancient battle resembled drill. There is no such resemblance in modern battle. This greatly disconcerts both officers and soldiers. Ancient battles were picnics for the victors who lost nobody. Not so today. Artillery played no part in ancient battle. The invention of firearms has diminished losses in battle. Again, this is, you can see he was not 100% correct because he couldn't see into the future, but he's saying at the time there was less losses in battle because of the firearms. Mm-hmm. And obviously that turned out to be true. Just 50 years later in World War I, we get to obscene and horrible levels of casualties from the firearms.
Why is that? Because they can, as far as what he's saying, because they could fire from a safe spot.
Yeah, I'm sure it's because they could fire from a safe spot, and the momentum of the battle and therefore victory and defeat could occur at a greater distance. And it meant that once that occurred, the people could run away.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, we were losing, we're going to run away. Whereas in the old days,
you're in the game.
You're in the game.
Yeah.
And we start to beat you, I'm hacking your head off and all of the people with you, and you can try to run away. And we got archers lined up, and we're all on a football field, or maybe 5 or 6 football fields, 1,000 yards, maybe 10 football fields. We're all there. Yeah. And when we start getting the upper hand, you're not going to get away from me.
In fact, you run. I mean, according to him, you turn your back to run away.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed death.
Whereas, hey, we can retreat, we can surrender, and then guess what? I mean, modern surrenders, they take place. They're almost like a formal. Yeah. You come and your general comes and signs the paper, and then we take over your country. Or, whatever.
signs the paper.
Yeah, no, they signed surrender papers.
I know, but
Germany and Japan both signed, unconditional surrenders.
Yeah, no, it sounded kind of like...
Which is how you're supposed to win wars.
Yeah,
unconditional surrender. Yeah. And then the benevolence of our country says, okay, now we'll help you rebuild, and, you can be a squared away democracy.
Hey, remember... Here's the question. So in war, like if you're like on Saving Private Ryan, there's a small little clip where the guys are like surrendering and they still shoot them. Mm-hmm. Is that like illegal? Like you can't do that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is illegal. It's against the law of armed combat.
Remember the first Iraq war when the guys were like finding anything they could that was white?
I got asked that on social media. Guys like, well, what determines? I said, you have to do the right thing in combat. He said, well, who determines the right thing? I was like, well, the Geneva Convention, the law of armed combat. Next question. like there's rules to follow. This isn't like we're pulling it, out of thin air.
No, it's not
not making it up as we go along.
Yeah, making it up.